Welcome back to Mustache Moto. It's Ben. Congratulations on your new GoPro. This is going to be a quick start guide to get you up and running and to show you the settings that I use when I shoot my motorcycle videos so that you can get out there, get riding, and get shooting. Make sure you also check out my other two GoPro videos. There is one on how to get super sweet audio so you can narrate your rides, and another one on how and where to mount the camera on your motorcycle to get really cool angles. All right, let's jump in. First screen you're going to see is the language screen once you turn it on. So we're going to stick with English, click the check mark. Some legal stuff, I'm going to agree to that. Voice control I don't use. You might want to try it. I don't think it's going to work on the motorcycle because there's too much stuff going on, too much noise. So I'm going to click that off. And then next we need to go to the GoPro app, or the GoPro Quick app on your phone. So I went there, clicked the little GoPro in the corner here, and you'll get this screen. And then connect to GoPro, connect camera, pair, camera paired. Said name your GoPro. I'm just going to leave it the Hero 12 Black and click Save Name. And I'm not going to do the subscribe for auto upload. I'm going to cancel that. And I don't need any extra notifications. I get enough junk mail. All right, so that's up and running. We're going to put that away. Here's our camera on the ready to go kind of standard default settings. What we're going to do is we're going to pull down and we're going to start customizing it. So this first screen, that's just pulling it down. I'm going to turn the music off, the beeps off. I don't like hearing those. I'm going to leave the rabbit, which is the quick start. What that does is when your power is off, you can just hit the record button once, just push it, and it'll turn the camera on and start recording immediately. So nice, quick, smooth way to do it. This four-way arrow here, I'm going to click that so it says orientation locked. That means it's only going to shoot horizontal. I don't do vertical video, so if my bike falls over or something and it's sideways, I want it to keep recording horizontal. And then the lock here is a screen lock. What that's going to do is prevent you from accidentally changing settings if you touch the back of the camera. So let's now swipe to the left. We're going to, first thing is controls. We're going to change the controls from easy to pro. It's going to give us a lot more options of how we set things up. And then, let's see, click back. Next, go into your preferences. And there's not a lot to change in here, but the one thing we want to make sure is we go into video, and we want to change the bit rate and the bit depth. So we want the highest quality video we can get. These are going to require a little bit more card space, but it's well worth it. The quality will be so much better. So instead of standard, we're going to go to high bit rate. And then on bit depth, it says 8-bit. We're going to switch to 10-bit. Much, much better color. All right. So we got those set high, 10-bit. We're going to back out of that. Back out of that. And then we're done with those settings. Okay, see, because that lock, it says swipe to unlock. So I can't do anything. Can't bump it. So we'll unlock here. And then this shows us our basic settings, what we're set to. Video 16:9, 4K, 30 frames a second, wide lens. We're going to click the sliders here. Oh, it locked on me. Click the sliders here, and we're going to start making some more tweaks. Come on. There we go. All right, aspect ratio. I like 16:9. Actually, let's pull down. There's one at the top. Okay, your first setting is standard, high dynamic range, or log. So log is a very flat setting. It gives you the absolute most dynamic range you can get. If you're going to do post-processing, if you're going to go in and change your colors and color grade and you know what you're doing, log is fine. And probably the best option, standard, will give you really good, easy to use and not have to mess with kind of video. So standard, I'm leaving it on. 16:9 ratio. 4K, you could go to 5.3. What that allows you to do is crop in on the video and still keep it 4K. I just leave it at 4K. That's fine for what I do. Frame rate, I'm going to turn down to 24 frames per second. That is kind of the cinematic standard. A lot of YouTube stuff is at 30, but 24 looks great, I think. And then if you went to 60, 120, that is if you want to do slow motion. So if you want to shoot and have the option of slowing it down and doing that real smooth slow motion, the higher the frame rate, the more space it's going to take on your card. So that's another reason I like 24 over 30. It's not going to eat up my card space nearly as fast. Your lens, I leave it set on wide generally, and then you can do super view or hyper view or linear if you want to make it wider or narrower. That's kind of depends on how I have the camera mounted and what I'm doing. Hyper smooth I leave on, that's the stabilization. I don't use auto boost. I haven't seen much need for the boost, which crops in a little bit more on the image but smooths it out even more. If you're doing off-road and the camera is mounted to the bike, not to your helmet or to you, then you might want to try auto boost. Or if you have a bike that really vibrates a lot and you've got it, say, on the handlebars, auto boost might be a better option for you in that situation. So next we're going to scroll. Okay, I'm not changing any of these. We get to Protune. Okay, our max ISO, that's the sensitivity and how much light the camera brings in. The higher the max, if you're in a dark situation, if it goes up to 1600, it's going to be really noisy. I don't really consider it usable. So I'm going to bring that down to 800. That seems to work well for me. Leave the sharpening on medium sharpness. Color, natural, I think looks really good, but you can also change it to a flat if you're going to do more color grading in the end. That works well with log. And then the viv or vibrant is a little bit too saturated for me. All right, and then that is about it, really. Pull that down, go back, you're good to go. You notice in the bottom it now says 16 by 9, 4K 24 and wide. You can change your lens with right here quickly, depending on how wide you want to get. And we're ready to shoot. One more thing I do want to mention while you're shooting, while you're recording. So we're recording here. If you click the on-off button, the mode button on the side, once it says highlight added, what that's going to do is it's going to flag what you just shot, and that's going to allow you to come back and find it easier when you're in the editing process. You are ready to roll now. Your GoPro's all set up. If you like this video, please help support the channel by subscribing, liking, and adding a comment. I'll see you soon.